right, welcome back to Teaching with Mrs. B. I'm Mrs. B, or Lindsay, please, like I always say, call me Lindsay because I get called Mrs. B all year. So, today, like I said, I was going to film yesterday and today and have different outfits, but unfortunately, life got in the way. So we have two visitors, Ruby and Lubell. I have Huskies, they're pack dogs, they like to be right near me all the time. And for my first 3 videos on my channel, it's just gonna be me and the shirt, and we're just gonna go with it, whatever. Also, my hair is up because it is 100 degrees, or feels like it's really not. It's like 90, I think. Anyhow, we are gonna be talking about the cult, Erin Condren. I know, I did it, guys. Well, okay, I didn't say I didn't do it. I've been doing it since like 2013. I love Erin Condren, but as a secondary teacher, their teacher planners suck. I'm just gonna say it. Now, don't get me wrong. I know some secondary teachers that make that work, but I'm not one of those secondary teachers that can make that work. It doesn't work in my brain. Like, I'm too much of a list person. I need it, you know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't work for me. Erin Condren teacher planner, not a fan. So, my second year of teaching, third year? No, I think it was my second year of teaching. I tried to do an Erin Condren Life Planner as my lesson planner, and that did not work. Now, guys, like I said, some people are all like judgy about the Erin Condren, and I get it. They're expensive. They're like $55. Actually, they went up to $60 this year. I get it, but y'all, I have been an Erin Condren customer since 2013, like 2012, early 2013. I started out using them in college, and then it just went from there. So I'm gonna show you, let me make sure there's no personal information on here. Okay, so this is like how I tried to do my planner last year, and it didn't work. So if you can see, guys, this is like how messy my planners are. I'm not cute. I'm not like Plan with Lakin. I'm not Gen Plans. Like, this is real life. I'm scratching, I'm doing. So I try to do all the work and like what I'm planning on teaching and stuff and things like that here. Anything for grad school. And then I don't even know, like, I wasn't even using this bottom section, and it was not working for me. So I kind of put this down, and if you can tell, like, I think it was like January, like I barely used this thing, and it was not cute. So starting in like March, I got back in my group. No, not March, that was a lie. Starting in April, see, I put it down for a couple months. I really found my groove with what I like to do. So I cannot do hourly because I'm a teacher. Like, hourly just does not work for me, especially as a secondary teacher. So what I did is I put all of my work commitments or any after school commitments, anything like that, up here in these boxes. This is like my appointment box of like what is happening for sure today. Then I just treated it like as a to-do list every single day. So I would have a master to-do list on the side of everything I wanted to get done this week. And then I would turn and I would do like a daily to-do list. I would kind of like map it out. Does that make sense? So I really found my planner groove the last half of the year. Now, the last 2 months of this planner, actually. This planner is ending. And like I said, I tried to do the life planner with teaching, like what I was going to teach here, what I needed to do. That didn't work. Then I started using it for my personal again, and that really worked for me. Because for a while, I put my personal on the back burner and was only focusing on teaching, which is not healthy. I don't recommend that. So we're going to say goodbye to that planner, and we're starting off with a whole new planner. So this is my personal planner for 2019-2020. It goes from July 2019 to December 2020. It is big. It is a thick planner. Guys, look at that. And it doesn't help that I have stickers and sticker books in the back here. Now we're not going to go over, unless y'all want me to, I don't think you'll want me to. We're not going to go over this planner today. I always get the vertical. So if you're not familiar with Erin Condren, you can get vertical, horizontal, or hourly. Now, I will say I have tried the vertical, I've tried that horizontal, and I have tried the teacher planner. They don't work for me. They just don't. The vertical works for me, but the horizontal and the teacher planner do not work for me whatsoever. They just don't. My mind is vertical. I plan vertically in my mind, apparently. I've never tried the hourly, and I have no interest in trying the hourly. I do not like to have, I'm a planner girl, but I don't like, this is going to happen this time. This is going to happen. No. Like, this is what needs to happen, and it gets done when it gets done. It's pretty much how I am. So this is a 18-month vertical, colorful Erin Condren Life Planner with the black coil. I had a neutral last year for my personal planner, so as you can, dropping things out of my planner. So as you can see here, guys, this was a neutral. It was all the neutral color scheme with the peach and the greens and all that, and I had a black coil. I've been getting the black coil since they offered it, and I love it. I will pay any kind of money for that black coil because I don't know why, I just love it. So anyway, that's my personal. I got a little planner charm when I ordered it on launch day. So there's that. Now, for my teaching planner, I got the vertical, I'm covering up my last name. So I got the vertical black coil, but I got the neutral, guys. So in the neutral, the tabs are gray instead of colorful. But I did get another vertical. And you're probably thinking, you just said that didn't work for you. I know. But let me show you what I have. I have a whole plan. Like, I mapped this out. Like, it's going to happen. Like, I'm going to be successful this year in using this planner. So, I'm going to take off my front cover so I don't have to keep covering up my name. So, that's the noise you hear. So, if you can tell, I have my kaleidoscopes, the pattern. So, every year, Erin Condren has a different planner pattern. This year is kaleidoscope. It is so stinking pretty, guys. I can't even get over it. So pretty. So I got the color. So I loved the colorful kaleidoscope cover, but I wanted neutral for teaching. And I know that sounds really weird, but I wanted it happy on the outside, serious on the inside. So I wasn't at meetings looking like a, I don't even know. But I got the kaleidoscope pattern sticky notes, and they are on my inside of my front cover. Which was an idiotic mistake because I was like, oh, I'm gonna put these on the front cover. Well, yeah, idiot. But then when you switch your covers, these don't just peel off. They're not removable. Like, I found that out the hard way with my regular planners. So that was an idiotic choice on my part. Also, this year, if you are see, I'm an idiot. I just forgot all about the vellum page that I put all my personal information on. Anyway, so if you are an Erin Condren person, see, this is a different pattern. This is the Woven Wonder pattern from last year. So they got rid of these plastic pouches in the front of their planners. They no longer come in them. But I need them with teaching because, like, when I go to meetings, I need pencils, highlighters, pens, all that. So I just took it out of my old planner and I put it in here because I know I'm going to need to use it this year. So I went ahead, it's on a coil clip. It just snaps right back in just like that. So I went ahead and I put that plastic pouch in here for meetings. It has this beautiful vellum page. This beautiful vellum page when you first open it. It's such good quality. And it's a neutral pattern. Then you have your personal information. This 2-page quote spread, which at first I was like, oh, it's 2 quotes. And I was like, success means having the courage to become. I'm like, oh, wait, it's all 1 quote. I have moments, y'all. Real moments. So there's a 2-page quote spread. Then we're going to get into the 1920 layout. So this is how I am choosing to do the 1920 layout. So these little bookmarks are extra. I did order them, and I am keeping 2 in my planner at all times. One is going to be for the 2019-2020 page, so I can always go back and look about when like stuff is going to be in session or going on. And then the other one is going to be the week that I'm on currently. So that's what I'm using these little boogers for. So what I'm using the 2019-2020 layout for is, and I've done some pre-planning, and I went through when I first got this planner and I took the stickies and I wrote down ideas of what I wanted to do on each page. And there are still some things on here that I need to track that I won't find out until later. Like, since I teach middle school, we have games and stuff like that. So what I did for this page is I got transparent sticky dots from Planner Kate on Etsy. And I just made a key. So, and I got this idea. A lot of people in the planner community do this. I got this, I think it originally came from Jen Plans, Jen_plans. She's on Instagram and YouTube. But what I did is I created a key at the top. Okay. So in yellow, this pale yellow is the first and last day of school. The peachy kind of color is the beginning and ending of the 6 weeks grading periods. This mauve color, this mauve color right here are any days off. This teal, turquoise kind of color is professional development days. And then on the key continues, you have green for bad weather days. Kind of a lighter peach color for half days. And then this slate blue color is our testing dates. And I just went through and I know what days, like state testing is mapped out so far in advance. 6 weeks calendars have already been mapped out. Next school year's calendar is obviously out. It's been out since February. So I just went through and I keep the key up here. So when I'm planning ahead, I can just look and see, okay, this is what's going on. Does that make sense? Also, I forgot to mention, but this is a 12-month. This is not a 18-month like my personal. This is a 12-month. So this goes from July 2019 to June 2020. Is that right? I'm sorry. No, it goes July to July. But there aren't monthly spreads for the July. There's just, I mean, there are monthly spreads for the July, but there aren't any weekly spreads. So July 2020 is just a monthly spread. There aren't any weeklies. Am I wrong about that? Or maybe, oh, there's a half a week because June's in here. That's it. So anyway, so that's what I'm using the 2019-2020 page for. Now, when you flip to the month, so after, well, no, hold on, wait. So once you flip from the 2019-2020 overlook pages, then you have, and what I think is so funny, nobody knows what to call this page whatsoever. Like, no freaking clue, which I find hilarious. So what I am going to be using this page for is it's got 12 boxes. You see this? 12 boxes. What I'm going to be using this for is I'm going to be using it for data and backwards design. So what I'm going to be doing is, if you notice here, hold on, taking this sticky off, hope it sticks back. Okay, so if you notice here, guys, this starts out August 19th and ends September 27th. You flip it over, August 19th, September 27th. What I'm going to use this for is a side-by-side. So over on the left side, I'm going to put in this first 6 weeks what TEKS we need to cover, what state standards backwards design-wise must be covered this 6 weeks. And they haven't approved our curriculum documents, or I would already have this done. They would have, I would put that here. Then over here, I would track how we did on those state standards for our pre and our post assessments. So pre-assessment, see how they're doing. Post-assessment, how did they perform after they've had a whole 6 weeks to practice and learn. So this is going to be data tracking side. This is going to be backwards design side, but they're both focused on state standards. The Texas Essential Knowledge and Skills, also known as TEKS. Does that make sense? So that is what I'm using that page for. Then when you flip that page, you are in automatically to the July portion. So you get a page of notes. What I'm going to be using this for in my teaching planner is parent communication log. So called Little Ricky. He made an appearance in my last video. No, my first video, my teaching tag video. Called Little Ricky's dad this day, talked about this. You know, this is going to be a parent communication log. All right. Then when you flip the page, you have a dot grid section, and then you have July birthdays, another smaller dot grid section, monthly goals, and then this blank thing. Now, this honestly will probably be doodling pages while I'm at faculty meetings or notes for faculty meetings not really sure. I did get the book sketchnoting in school. So I went to the Texas Teen Book Festival this past spring here in Irving. Well, not in Irving, but here in Texas in Irving. And I'm like obsessed with sketchnoting. So I may be using this dot grid page as my own personal sketchnote page. See, it's like dot grid for during meetings. Now, if you flip it over, like I said, you have these sections. Birthdays, I am going to use this for birthdays. I really want to celebrate birthdays in my classroom. Monthly goals, I will be using this. These two pages probably going to be like copy lists. Not really for sure what's going on here. I will find a use for it. I know, I just haven't figured these two parts out. But these parts I will be using for what they are intended to be used for. Now, the biggest controversy, which I think of all the controversies that Erin Condren has had over the years, this is just the most stupid one I've heard of. Some people are up in arms because when you grab a tab, it doesn't flip to the monthly layout. It flips to this dashboard. There are other things to get worked up about people. So anyhow, I'm gonna take this sticky off because it has personal. Yeah. Okay, so then when you flip the page from the dashboard, you go into the monthly layout, okay? And on this monthly layout, it's just a monthly layout. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. It's got 31 days for July, the first 3 days of August, and then it's got these note sections off to the side here. And these are gonna be where I make notes, like things I need to get done this month. And that way I know when to fill them in. So it's kind of like how I do with my weeklies. Like on the left side, here's everything I need to get done this week. And then I use the days of the week to like plot out when I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna do the same exact thing for the monthly. So this is everything I need to get done this month. And then I'll use my weeklies to like, I'll do these 3 things this week. And then during that week, I'll do a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday or something like that. So when I plan, hold on. Okay, so when I plan with my, well, let's be real, I just plan by myself. But when I plan, what I do is I print off a 6 weeks calendar. In the past, this is what I've done. I have color-coded binder for each 6 weeks. And for some reason, I have my 5th 6 weeks binder here. I think I was using it for something, I don't know. But anyway, so I have the 6 weeks mapped out like this. So this just tells me what's happening every single day, what I'm going to be doing every single day. It's like bullet point sketched out outline of lesson plans. These are not detailed lesson plans. I'm going to be taking this and I'm going to be putting it in here instead. Does that make sense? So I am just doing exactly what I did here in here. Now I may still do this like a blank one for meetings or something, but for the most part, I'm going to be using this, and that's it. All right, and also tracking like meetings, events, things like that. That will also be tracked in here as well. Then the weekly page is going to be the same exact thing. What I'm planning on doing is I don't do well writing out my lesson plans. What I mean by that is I'm not a person that sits there and writes out my lesson plans. I like writing them out like this and then typing them up, and then we have to submit our lesson plans digitally over a computer software system. So I do it that way. So all I need to know is what I'm covering that day, okay? Then what I can do is type them in to the lesson planner app. So the Eduphoria is what we use. Send them through Eduphoria, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through here and give like, okay, on Monday, we're gonna be doing, this is what we're doing, and then I'll have like a rough outline of what that's gonna look like. So it'll be more detailed. I hope I'm making sense. So it's gonna be more detailed than like, okay, let's just say for example, March 5th, I had on here poetry intro and how to analyze demonstration using the border strategy and the Tupac poem. So that will be in my monthly layout. So I would go to March 5th, I would write that down. that we are going to intro poetry and how to analyze a piece of poetry on the 5th, right here. That's what would go there. Then I flip to that week, and on the 5th, I would put intro to poetry, how to analyze, and then I would maybe write down, you know, exit ticket is this, or warm up is this, exit ticket is that, essential question is this. And I would write that information in the top and middle boxes. And then any leftover room are going to be to-dos that I have to do that day. So I anticipate filling this in as things spill over. So like my goals for the day may be to make copies for the week. During conference, I need to call this person, and I would write all of that down. Anything I don't get to on my personal planner, I usually circle, and so I know that on Tuesday, when I'm making my to-do list for the day, anything that got circled that I didn't do here needs to be carried over here. So it'll be like detailed-ish lesson plans, not so much like a learning target and instructional strategies and all that, but a somewhat detailed lesson plan here, and then to-dos of what I need to do during the week, or during the day. I hope that makes sense. Down here at the bottom, I haven't decided what I'm going to use this for yet. I don't know. I really don't know. I may just use it as extra room. I may make some notes about how the lesson went. I don't know. That's probably one of those things that I will figure out as I go. Is down here. And maybe for homework, or like to grade, make sure that I get like it's a to grade box. Like this is what I need to grade for this day. I try to be really, really on top of my grading. So I may use it that way. I don't know. But that's how I plan on using the weekly. Now, is there anything else? The notes pages in the very back, I will probably, so you get the 12 months and then you get these note pages. So you get two lined, and I think you get 4 dot grid. Now, if I stay teaching the way that I have 4 groups of students, which would be perfect for seating arrangements, seating charts. 4 groups of kids, I see them twice a day, once for reading, once for writing. And I can make 4 seating charts and just do stickies and do it that way. That would be perfect. I don't know what I'm teaching. So the dot grid note pages in the very back of the planner, like I said, they may be seating charts, or who knows, I may have to see 7 classes a day and I may just have to half those. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. But that is how a rough idea of how I'm planning on using my 2019-2020 Erin Condren Vertical Life Planner as a teacher lesson planner. That is my intention. Now, I also plan on coming back and visiting with you back, let's see, when do I plan on doing this? I'm looking down at my, maybe like a check-in in like the first semester, like December over Christmas break. Did I really do this? Did I stick with this? Is this working? Sorry, there was somebody at my door. I was like, who's that? It's okay. Sorry. Sorry, the girls are being protective. So I may do a check-in with you. No. Lulabelle? Stop it. Sorry. So I may do a check-in with you during Christmas break. She's getting excited because there's people outside. So I may do a check-in with you on Christmas break and see how, if I really go through this. I'm intending to. I have really good intentions, but you know what they say, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So we'll just see how that goes. Sorry, I'm trying to calm her down. She doesn't like people at her house. Okay, so anyway, that's it, guys. That's just how I'm planning on using my Erin Condren 2019-2020 12-month vertical neutral Erin Condren Life Planner as my secondary school teacher planner. It's a mouthful. So if you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below. I will try to get to them and answer as many questions as I can. If I get too many questions, I maybe just pop on here for a quick explanation. I hope everything was concise. It's a 24-minute video. By editing and everything, I think I'll be able to get it down a little bit more. Oh, now Ruby's coming to check on her sister. So anyway, guys, have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.